All right. Rundown January 9th, brought to you by High Noon. Real vodka, real juice, obviously. Look for them at Drizzly at your local convenience or liquor store, or visit highnoonspirits.com to find it near you. High Noon, real vodka, real juice. Connection to sun drinking occasion. Okay. Well, it's
You drink it in the sun?
Yeah, it's Sun Sips. Everyone knows that. They got big cans, 700 milliliters, the big boys, peach and pineapple. This is written for somebody. This is written for somebody who's just being introduced to High Noon for the first time. Tell them what your favorite flavor is. Blah blah blah. Everyone knows that. Whatever. Who wrote this? Whoever wrote this, like. I get the Drizzly. Looking for a Drizzly at your local convenience or liquor store. Visit highnoonspirits.com. But I don't need to be told to connect it to the sun or whatever.
Well, how would it be connected to the sun?
Well, it's High Noon.
Right.
And at noon, where's the sun?
Sun Sips.
That is a connection.
It's kind of like a boat summary. You can't drink it. They have the tailgate. What?
I knew.
You're doing it, yeah, on a boat. Now I can see it.
Who wrote this? Let's give this High Noon read to Dave. Just be like, mention Drizzly, idiots.
Well, I didn't really know what you were talking about until you said the boat. Now it makes sense.
It's been a while since we've had a Dave ad read that's so bad that it's actually better than a good ad read.
Mm-hmm.
That's a classic.
High Noon,
yeah,
baby.
in red, they highlighted connected to the sun. Example, if you're prepping for a big game, if the sun is out, actually no excuses. Just do yourself a favor, try High Noon. Tell them what your favorite flavor is.
I mean, that's another one, though, Dave. I thought you could only drink it on a boat. Now you're saying I can drink it when the sun's out?
Yeah.
Before a big
What about at night? What about if I
You can drink it whenever you want.
No, you can drink it at night?
The moon.
Yes,
The
you can
moon is
drink
like
it-
the sun, except the opposite.
You can drink it whatever the fuck you
This
want.
drink sounds incredible.
NFL playoffs. Set. Teams in, teams out. I think the biggest game story probably was the Packers-Lions, I would say. Lions going into Lambeau. Will it be Aaron Rodgers' last game? You had the coach. He's asked, Dan Campbell is like, what's your motivation? Like, just so they don't make it. So that was a big one. Dan, I will say I kind of got a kick. If you didn't know better and you took out what Bears fans are celebrating, you'd think you punched your ticket to the Super Bowl.
Oh, yesterday.
I mean, give me a
yesterday
break.
was the
In some ways. Dude,
yesterday was the best Sunday I've had in a very long time. The Bears got the one pick. I got to celebrate Aaron Rodgers' demise. He looks old. His last pass at Lambeau, possibly ever, was an intercept. Was him just being like, "Fuck it, I'm Aaron Rodgers." I stayed up till 3 a.m. I was laying in bed with my headphones in, listening to ESPN Milwaukee. I called in.
That's my LeBron move.
Yeah, I called in and I called in. I gave him some talking points, like as a troll, and like an hour later, they were still discussing my talking points. They were like. Do the Packers have it the worst in the NFC North? Like, because the Bears do have the one pick. I was like, no, the Bears still suck. Let's just be honest here. But it was a great day.
Are we being honest with Bears fans?
Yeah, because they have a million. Dave, they have a million things they have to fix. But getting the one pick versus the two pick is pretty substantial. And now
Why?
Because you get to decide. Like anyone who wants one of their quarterbacks, they have to trade to one. Knowing the Texans are at 2.
Yeah, well, but if you have the 2, you'd still have one of the quarterbacks. Right, but you still have. Is there a clear 1 right now with the quarterback?
Anyone who wants their guy, they have to come get it.
I don't know. All I'm saying is I see like Eddie and everybody's like, come to us. We have the 1. We have a quarterback. We got the 1. We got. But it's like you are celebrating being the worst team in the league.
Okay,
That's a real Frozen.
Yeah, that's a real frozen pizza. As a fan of a team who should have had the 1 and then fucking won a game and blew it and got Zach Wilson instead of Trevor Lawrence, I can confirm it can be a very big difference having the
yeah,
1.
but you don't know that. You don't know that they would have taken Lawrence over Wilson.
I think if the Jets had the number 1 pick, they would have taken Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, see that to me then is just bad drafting, because if you shouldn't just like, if you think Lawrence is the guy, but you don't think Wilson is the guy, you shouldn't just take Wilson because you have the 2nd pick. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think when you need a quarterback, you gotta just keep throwing it one against the wall until you hope it sticks. Yeah. But I think that they would have taken Lawrence if they could have.
I don't know. I just there he is. You can't. No voice though.
You're muted.
I'm back. I don't know what you guys said about me.
No, we didn't say anything.
No, I said look at the Jets. If they could have drafted Trevor Lawrence, if they had lost like they should have, and then they end up with Zach Wilson instead. So having the 1 over, the 2, the 3, or 4 is a very big difference.
This is old school Dave Portnoy. His team, suffers, and then he's like, "No, you suck more."
No, I'm not doing the Lombarda on social media, being like, "Thank God we didn't make the play."
Getting the 1 pick is huge. We suck.
It also means right, but it also but there's the combo of you guys acting like right now, outside winning the Super Bowl, you're in the best shape in the NFL.
No one said
you
that.
have a quarterback. By the way, a quarterback who I don't think's that good.
No one said that.
He's a running back. You have a running back, a quarterback. I would rather Mac Jones than Fields. Hand to God.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I disagree. We can disagree. Listen. No one said that the Bears are good now. Getting the 1 pick versus the 2 pick is better. I don't know how you could argue differently.
No, absolutely, 1's better than 2.
And it came the way. I think you're not understanding too the way it happened. Like the Texans were dead.
I know. I'm just saying. The vibe I'm getting, and I could pull up a Chief and Eddie, is like you guys have an embarrassment of riches by the fact you still have a quarterback and the number 1. It's not just the number 1. It's like we have a quarterback. We have the 1. Life couldn't be grander as a Bears fan.
Yes, the Bears have not been in the position they're in a very long time, where a GM that I do trust, a quarterback or a coach that I think is pretty good, a quarterback who I think is pretty good, the number 1 pick, which we haven't had since 1947, and the most cap space in the NFL.
But I'm just saying.
Why wouldn't I be happy about that?
I'm just saying.
No one's saying we're good.
But what you just said, the Bears haven't been in this good of a position in a while. You're the worst team in the league. You got the 1 pick.
Yeah, but once you're the NFL, Dave. You just don't know how to be a fan of a bad team yet.
Like,
once
what are we talking about?
These are the things you hold on to.
I'm just saying, the Bears fans are dancing on social media like they have an embarrassment of riches. You got a quarterback who's overrated and stinks, and you got the 1 pick because you stink.
The Jacksonville Jaguars had the 1 pick last year. They just won the AFC South. It's the NFL. You can go from worst to first in a year. They've had many years where they have mortgaged the future. The Mitch Trubisky thing, even the Cutler trade, trading picks, taking bad picks, drafting in like that 10 to 15 range. They have the most cap space, the number 1 pick. Like, they finally have an opportunity. Of course, there's probably a greater chance that they fuck this all up than not. Like, I'm realistic about that. But just from an optimistic standpoint, like, it's all
you got.
It's all there.
When the Jets had cap space and finally a good pick, you trick yourself into thinking it's going to work,
right.
and then that probably bombs. It doesn't work. But if you can't get excited about your pick and your cap space and your coach and shit,
I have no problem.
Thank you, Kevin.
I'm just feeling like it's Richie Rich dancing down like a gold boardwalk. The Bears fans.
Well, but you know what? It's better. It's obviously you want to be good, of course. Yes. And then after that, it's better to be that than to be that middle of the road. I'm taking a fucking cornerback at 17.
No, I see. That's where I sort of disagree. I don't think the NFL is the NBA, where clearly you get caught. I think you can come from anywhere. You can come from worse. You can come from middle. You can come from anywhere.
Agreed.
Right. So that's why having cap.
But being the worst team in the league is what the Bears are.
But you just said
with the quarterback that they're stuck on who stinks. Hey, I'm rooting for the Bears.
We've turned the corner. This season's over, and also
we'll turn the corner on what?
The 2022 regular season is over. Unless you're a playoff team, like,
correct.
Yeah, they were the worst team this year. The other thing is the way it went down. Like, they were in a lot of games. They played a lot of close games. They weren't like the Texans, who before the season were like, we are tanking. We are trying to get the first pick. It all kind of went down where it's like they were like 1-7 in one-score games. They played tough and tight in a lot of games in October and November. And then you get to the end of December and you're like, wait,
listen,
we could get the number one pick. And then Davis Mills throws a fucking 4th and 20 bomb.
I'm happy. I'm not going to rain on your parade. I'll be.
No, you did. You already rained on my parade.
No. You guys are the worst team. Congrats. You're the worst team in the league, and your future's looking bright. You got a quarterback who can't throw.
Next year, teams don't go. You just admitted teams go from worst to first.
Yeah, they can in the NFL. It's a league of parity.
And I know
yes.
the Bears have. All right, let me ask you it this way: the Bears have a ton of holes. They have to fix a lot of things.
They're the worst team.
They're the worst team in the NFL.
That's where I think
be the worst team? Would you rather be a terrible team with no cap space and the 10th pick, or a terrible team with the most cap space and the first pick?
I would rather be first pick, more cap space.
So why?
But I don't think it's a celebration. Like if you're in the middle, the NFL, can't you just cut guys and create cap space?
Would you rather be in the Bears spot or like the Jets spot and go get Lamar Jackson?
I think the Jets have a better roster right now for sure. Well, yeah. I mean, that's not even that's right. I mean,
if you told me the Jets quarterback next year, you picked a guy I don't like, so it's like I'm not.
The Jets are in the playoffs with Lamar Jackson.
He's going to be like a
guy. Right. But I don't like him, so I don't think he's your answer for the Jets either.
Okay, what about Aaron Rodgers?
I mean, can he? I saw he's going to make like $55 million with the Packers.
$58 million.
That's from.
He said, and I'll back him up here. He said he's not going to keep him hostage. So, he totally won't do that. He totally won't spend like 4 months being wishy-washy and doing cryptic Instagram. That was it, and that was the cherry on top. It was a great day. I really didn't think the Texans were going to find a way to win that game. They do it. The Bears get the first pick, and then to watch Aaron Rodgers.
Fine. I don't want to be. I don't want to be a Grinch. Congratulations on a great year.
You already Grinched me.
No. Congratulations. Congratulations. You guys did it. Great year. Worst team in the league. Way to go. Have a year. Great.
This is how the other half lived, Dave.
No, I'm happy for
they're like 90%.
I'm happy for Dan. Like, he had a great year. Everything broke his way. They were the worst team in the league.
You know what? You're not there yet, but you'll be in this spot soon enough, and you'll understand.
Listen, we get rid of Patricia and bring in maybe O'Brien, and this is a Super Bowl team. So I'm not too worried.
I've been hearing this is a Super Bowl team for like 3 straight years now, and you're never.
Listen, if we didn't gratuitously let them run back all those kickoffs for Hamlin, we probably win that game. They're out. Patriots are out. You know who else I don't like, who I've never liked? I don't like Sean McVay. I don't like him. I think he's overrated. He's won 1 Super Bowl, and now he's
in like 5 years. He went to 2 and he's won 1.
He got to the top like right away.
This is gonna be a compliment, Dave. But the Bill Belichick and Tom Brady and the Patriots have distorted how the NFL works for the world. Winning Super Bowls is really fucking hard to do.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
Like ordinarily, if you put like a winning coach who makes the playoffs, you're like, you have your job security for the rest of your life.
It's not that hard. We went to 10 AFC championships in 15 years. We're in the Super Bowl every other year. It's not that hard.
You think Patrick Mahomes is overrated because he hasn't only won 1?
No, I think he's good. He's a good quarterback. The AFC's loaded.
All right, put that on a fucking headline. Dave says Patrick Mahomes is good.
The AFC's loaded. There's no doubt about it. And I'll ask you guys right now your Super Bowl predictions.
Fuck. Do you know Patrick Mahomes is the oldest quarterback in the AFC playoffs?
No.
Crazy.
Well, I'm thinking the 4 that are obviously Allen, Burrow,
Lamar,
Herbert. I didn't know he's older than Lamar.
Yeah.
They're about similar to me. I feel like
Stetson Bennett and Lamar are the same age.
Well, Stetson Bennett's 100.
Yeah, and
Zach, this is Wanky was 104 and won a national championship at FSU.
So you really think the Patriots would have made a run?
Yes.
I see. Like, I thought Mac Jones played really well yesterday.
He's a good quarterback. He's got fucked with that offense. Dan, we fumbled going in to beat the Bengals. We could have beaten the Bills yesterday. That fucking idiotic play against the Raiders on the road. They were in these games. I
feel like the Patriots defense, they played like a lot of not great quarterbacks and got really good numbers off it. And we're good.
The Patriots defense isn't great.
Yeah, when they played really good quarterbacks like Josh Allen. Like,
their offensive play calling, but
Matt Patricia
they played well enough to beat Buffalo if they didn't make all the mistakes. Now, takes a heroic effort. They're maybe the best team in the league.
I've been saying all year that Mac Jones has like a legitimate gripe that Bill Belichick fucked him over by giving him Matt Patricia in his second year.
Horrible. Their play calling, everything about it, horrible. So,
all right, so Super Bowl. Obviously, I'm rooting for the Eagles and the Bengals. I have those futures. Dave, you have the Bengals as well.
No, I got the Dolphins.
Bills, Niners.
I think it's going to be Chiefs, Eagles.
Do you think
I
the
would love
NFC?
the Eagles.
Do you think
I want Buffalo. I'm rooting for Buffalo. Is there any word on where they're going to go for that AFC Championship game if it happens?
They were talking Indy and Detroit.
No,
out.
yeah, they had.
So I think Miami,
conflicts.
maybe.
That would be great. I'd go.
Yeah. What do you think, Kevin? What's your Super Bowl prediction?
I feel like it's just going to come out of the AFC. Is what I feel like the Chiefs.
Well, the top three teams, I agree with you, are in the AFC. The Bengals, the Bills, the
I'm
Chiefs.
almost like, is that where the NFC kind of sneaks in? Because, like, the AFC postseason is going to be a fucking war.
The 49ers are really good.
Watch out for Tampa.
And it's just a Brock Purdy question.
I mean, if Tampa, if they just make a run after sneaking in with the regular season they had, I'm going to. I don't care about
the worst.
I just don't want that. Anything but that.
Yeah.
The good news is they're playing Monday night, and Tom Brady, like, this isn't just a theory. There's actual data behind it for against the spread and, like, straight up. He just doesn't play well after his bedtime. Like, that's just a fact. In the last 3 years, he's been so bad in primetime games. So that's good.
The other NFL news, Kingsbury fired. I guess not shocking. And then Lovie Smith, which is pretty much a racist, like not racist, but I mean, black head coach. They have that rule, the Rooney role. He's the worst team in the league. He takes over and you give him 1 year. That's to satisfy a quota. Yeah, total joke on that one. I'm waiting for Patricia to be fired if he is or moving back to defense. That's all I got NFL.
Do you think, I've heard Bill O'Brien's just going to go wherever Brady goes?
Really? I don't know. I've heard he may go to New England. Who knows? We just got to get somebody who is not a defense coordinator as our offense coordinator.
I think that's a pretty fair way to do it. How the Bengals getting screwed, I really still, like, I was kind of, and I have a future on the Bengals, but I think the coin flip would have been weird, but right now I don't know how they're getting screwed anymore.
No, I don't think they are.
Yeah. Right now it seems pretty fair that the Bills and the Bengals played the exact same amount of games. The Bills have a better record. They get the 2 seed.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. One funny clip. Darren Ravel. So Ravel's waiting.
This might be his worst ever.
For J.J. Watt.
Remember when
bad.
Remember when he tweeted out the picture of like a 4-year-old girl he was 3 and he was like, find this girl?
Right. When he said, I always love girls, they were never disgusting to me. I wonder where she is now. She's probably like 45. That's his worst thing ever. As far as like players on the field, like trying to be in the moment and be the guy, that was
everything he did about that was perfectly Ravel with like, I waited 18 minutes. And it's fine. It's dorky.
Get position.
But then the fact that Watt was going to special needs kids is what made it so fucking perfect.
And we broke it down on the
yak. He scuttled over to him and tapped him, and JJ Watt's like, what the?
It was so clear that JJ Watt had seen Ravel out of the corner of his eye like 15 minutes before that. Hoping. And because the way he taps his shoulder, he taps him like 4 times on the shoulder. And JJ Watt's like, oh, like he could have turned around. He knew he was right behind him. Mm-hmm. And Ravel, and I, this is not breaking news, but we were playing that clip on the yak. And of course, Stephen Shea was like, I see no problem with that.
Well,
because he's a Ravel.
Yeah, he's Ravel.
Ravel Che is like
a better Ravel. Yeah.
Very funny clip. Has he addressed it yet?
No, I was hoping he would because I usually he gets very like triggered by those.
Well, he is the definition of that image, the guy sitting with the flames, like this is fine. Yeah. And eventually he breaks. Yeah. And eventually he will address it and be like, I didn't see those kids or I don't know what they're wrong. He generally does break in those situations.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys saw the Dan Lanning tattoo, Oregon head coach. This is quite the wacky tattoo. His wife now is Native American, or I'm pretty sure she is. If not, I retract, but I think she is. The tattoo is of her, but like it's got an Alabama tattoo. He's got Georgia. Hey, it's everything. The neck. Yeah, that's it, Kevin. That's
What the fuck?
It's his wife.
Something.
Head coach of Oregon, yeah. And he's got a great family, so, I mean, I'm not going to. It is what it is.
I feel like this is one of those ones that I have no problem with getting the tattoo. It's meaningful things to him.
Yeah, very meaningful.
I don't know if you had to share it.
It's the share. Well, I don't mind sharing. It's just like having so many different teams on. Like, what if you're then play Alabama in the national championship? What?
There's just a boomerang on her neck.
Yeah,
it's like a mashup of his life.
Yeah,
yeah,
crazy tattoo.
Good for you, but what the
Harbaugh? Well, she doesn't exactly look like she is attractive. I looked her up. I wouldn't. The tattoo does not look like
that's
her.
not her. Okay.
It is her, but it's.
No, but I mean, like it's a little.
Different. I would not. If you did like a lineup, you probably could have found a woman who looks closer to that tattoo than the wife. Like I didn't see the wife is a pretty woman, but I didn't see the resemblance with that. Harbaugh rumors, leaving, not leaving. Did we talk about the supposedly the investigation for buying a kid a hamburger? The whole thing's so stupid.
Should have reported it, Dave.
Yeah, I'm glad we did. First of all, I'm friends with the head of the NCAA. So if anything gets too fast down the line, I will have an executive session. Charlie Baker, former governor of Massachusetts, Swampscott native. That's whose house my dad consistently camped out in front of, hoping to get on the local news. That he is now the head of the NCAA. So we'll take care of that.
Do you think he's gone?
Yeah.
You do?
Well, I don't know what he's doing.
He said he was done flirting with the NFL.
Yeah, but he's flirting with the NFL.
I know in the least amount of time. He didn't even give it 1 year.
So unless he's trying to leverage more money or a better contract, which why would he even have to leverage that? What's he doing? Because this is
money, maybe.
But which is a totally different question. Because I'm getting what you're getting, Dan. I'm getting now Michigan people being like ante up. It's like,
oh yeah,
I don't want to ante up.
I mean, if you're really about it, if you were all,
I am really about it.
But
I'm not about it like that.
I don't know. You spend money on a lot of dumb shit. Why would you not?
All right. Well, am I going to get to call plays? Am I like? I don't like giving my money just to people to spend and me have no impact on it.
I think that Dave, I wouldn't be shocked if at Michigan and at Wisconsin they have like a Google alert for any notice of like the Penn officially buying Barstool.
Yeah, no,
like, okay.
It's a company I know. Valiant has been hitting me up. They're like sports and they're nice guys, but it's just like,
how much would you? What's the number? Let's say you get to be involved, you get to recruit, and and you win. They win a fucking national championship, and you're almost a part of it, or people are giving you credit for it. How high would you go for that?
I have a number.
A number that you could actually put up, or like, because Dave has a lot of fucking money.
For Wisconsin to win a national title in football, and people to be like, that was like, I'm on the field, and they're like, that was
or like,
partially
let's say you had, you were part of the reason why this recruit came or some shit, so people are like, that's because of Dan Katz.
I'd do $5 million.
$5 million, that's more than I would do.
Really?
Yeah.
But I'm also different than Dave because Michigan will probably win a national title on their own. I'm also calculating the fact that Wisconsin's probably never going to win.
So let me reverse that then. How much all right. And I'm
just paying for a national title because I know they probably will never win one. Like, that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah. But also the idea of like, this is not a genie where it's like magic. It's like you're involved in it.
Well, they should let, like, if the player's mine, it should be my name on his jersey.
Can I bet on them to win?
So you now own these players, Dave. I'm sure that'll go over well.
That would be fun. But here's my issue, and people who have followed me and Barstool for a long time know this. Championships, Patriots, Celtics, Red Sox, way down is Michigan, like way down, and then the Bruins. So I love being there. It's fun. I get over Michigan losses a hell of a lot faster than I get over Boston losses. So that's like, if Dan's paying $5 million for Wisconsin, like,
But
what
again,
are you
it's
paying for a
because-
Bears?
Double?
Yeah, see, I
I don't have any money. Now I'm broke. But at least I have a Super Bowl.
I don't know. The Michigan thing, I don't know how I feel about, like, asking the fan. There's part of me, weirdly, and I don't know how it works. It's like the logic part of my brain, like, Michigan has $1 quadrillion.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do they
you're
need
right.
money
Yeah.
from me?
Yeah,
Right.
and no, that's
The
I mean, none of
endowments.
these places, none of these colleges need
Like
extra
Michigan,
money from anybody.
correct. So it's like, why am I paying for what you just fucking pay for it? Or can they not pay for it? I don't know how.
Right. Like if I had $1 billion, I'd pay I'd be giving money left and right.
Like, I'm under the right, correct. I'm under the impression Michigan has unlimited money, unlimited. So why am I doing that? Why am I the one?
I agree.
I already paid you fucking $1 quadrillion to go school there. You owe it to. This is part of what I went there for.
Yeah.
You shouldn't need me. So it's a little complicated.
Mine's more just a purely like, I don't think they'll ever win one. So I'd just be paying for one for the rest of my life to be like, I had one.
And it's like I'm paying for Harbaugh's now. Dick, like, what am I paying? Is he leaving? Like, what? I need to. I'm too high maintenance to be. I need to be in the end. I need to be at a table with like 5 people making every decision. Then I do it.
But and then Kevin, in the real world, like I wouldn't give 50,000. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because I know it's not like I wouldn't give.
It's going right to somebody's pocket.
I wouldn't give 20,000. Like I wouldn't give maybe like I wouldn't give anything right in the real world because there's nothing guaranteed.
Right.
Right. All right. This video, I don't know if you guys have seen it.
Yeah. Did you send it?
No, I'm sending it right now. It no joke. It's graphic. I think it's real. I'm sending it right now. It's one of my favorite. Favorite's one of those words I don't know that you can say favorite.
Is somebody gonna die here?
No.
That was not very convincing.
No, I don't think he's dead. But have you seen the bowling video?
You don't think?
Oh
he's-
yeah. Oh yeah.
I haven't. Send it to me.
I'm sending it right now.
This woman needs.
It's
This woman needs to go to jail.
No, but not really because she got a strike.
I mean,
Dan, it's the
This guy
biggest
should
pressure moment.
this guy, eye for an eye. He gets to throw a
No.
bowling ball at her now.
No. Because the follow-up of bowling a strike with the pressure on.
It
almost made me
one
think
of
it's
the most
fake.
impressive moves you've ever seen.
Have you got it, Dan?
It's unreal.
I mean, that's incredible.
Like she does
I
not
just
even
saw the strike.
like, there's a
The
strong
strike.
Is he
there's
dead?
a strong chance that
He-
there's a strong chance there's a dead body on the floor.
Oh,
And she's just like
I didn't see the blood. The blood at the end, like he got fucking smashed.
he's
This
probably
woman
intensive care.
smashed this man with the bowling ball, turned around, and threw a strike.
perfect. Like
That's
unbelievable.
unbelievable.
As calm as can like she just I guess I'll go now.
And the comment, someone's like, "You got bowl strike now." She bowled a strike.
Almost,
While-
you know what? You're kind of right. Like she could knock down 9 pins. You're going to jail for life. You get all 10.
It's
Oh, jury can-
unbelievable. Part of me still
it's
thinks
fake.
it could be
It's
fake. How do you know?
She hits him on his left side of his face, and then when he looks up, the right side is bloody.
Let me look. I thought it could be fake because it's too unbelievable. But then it's great acting. All right, I'm
Did he
rewatching.
cut himself like Stone Cold Steve Austin under the? Do you see
I
what I'm
thought if
saying?
anything, the bowling would have been
No,
fake.
I don't know
Right,
how
you're
this
saying
can
that.
be fake.
But he hits. All right, so he hits her with the ball. She hits
Back
him
of
with
the head. On
back of the head, left side,
Yeah.
and then when you scroll to the end, he looks up, and
Yeah,
it's
but maybe he
the
hit
right
his face,
side
like
of his.
falling down.
It's
I mean,
the
he
right
goes down
side
like
of
a
his face.
box of rocks.
Oh yeah, maybe he hit his head when he went down.
Yeah. There's
Okay.
tables.
That's unbelievable. It's fake. I don't think it's fake. That
Yeah,
doesn't.
maybe he hit his head going down.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable. If it's fake, it's a perfectly done video.
It's Dude, and the people just kind of like standing around in the commentary, like, "Ooh, shit."
It's crazy. I've never
Such
seen
a good
any-
video.
I've never seen it a
I
bad,
mean, the
but
guy's going, "Bowler strike, bowler strike."
yeah, that's why if it's fake, it's a masterpiece, and you got to find out who directed it because we're all three pretty savvy veterans of the internet. It doesn't feel fake to me, but at the same time,
Oh, is it? Is it
What?
a bumper lane? But
No,
I don't think she uses it.
now we're getting into the fakeness of the strike.
I don't think it was a bumper lane. She went right down the middle.
If she hits the bumper, then it's bullshit.
No, I
This
don't-
is like our.
Oh yeah,
this
no,
is like
no,
the
no,
one,
no, 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 no. She hits the bumper.
This is like our one expertise.
did?
Yeah,
This is our
yeah.
one expertise is like trying to decipher internet videos.
Look,
to be
you
fake.
can see that pink ball. It
Oh.
goes right to the.
I don't care though. Who cares?
Oh, yeah, the
It's
bumpers
a
are
little bit
definitely
away
up.
from it if you got a fucking child's bumper up.
And don't forget, this is why it can't be. She Tyrone Ludum, which I didn't even see the
Crushed
first
him.
time around. She stepped over him after she pulled the strike.
I hate to be like cliche when people say this, but could you ever imagine the reverse if some guy just walloped a chick with a bowling
Oh, well,
ball?
the chick would be dead.
Oh, the guy might be dead.
No, he
It's
got
not like
up.
guys can take bowling balls to the head better than chicks.
He
Talking
moved.
about getting bludgeoned by like a 12-pound ball. Anybody
moved.
can die from that.
He moved. I think it's real.
He moved. That is our
Oh,
test.
man.
Like if he's moving, he's alive.
And what game is that on the background?
I was trying to figure it out.
She did. She Tyrone Ludum. She stepped right the other time. So
And
it
then she
made
just
crazy
How about
video.
the guy sitting on the couch?
Tying his shoes.
He's tying his shoes while the dude gets up.
Well, that's why I don't know. It could be fake because the blood is in the kind of the wrong spot. I don't know. But
It's
who comes
Notre
up with that
Dame.
video?
Maybe Stanford?
That would be years ago. I don't. Did they?
No,
play
they played this year.
They
played
did?
this year. Yeah.
I don't know. It's a crazy video. It's just a crazy video. Oh, I just saw this too. Another one. You know who I don't like? Emrata. Emily Dredzikowski. Did you see her quote when she's like, I attract the worst men. It's like you attract every man. You have terrible taste in, it's you.
She has
Everyone.
her pick of the litter.
Yeah, it's your pick.
All on you.
It's the deepest ocean of all time. Every single guy in the world.
She's like, I attract terrible men. You have terrible taste. That's it. That's all I got in the rundown. We got anything else?
National championship tonight.
Yes, I have that big. I did my future 100 grand to win 175. Well, yeah, to win 175 Georgia. People were asking about the Rogan interview. It was a lot of MMA. It was a lot of MMA.
I would say a little bit too much MMA.
Which Caleb told me. He's like, it's going to be MMA.
Yeah, I told you before too. I was like, he doesn't like any other pro sports because like that moment. I think when the NFL came up, I was like, oh, this would be good if they started talking about the NFL and Dave could get into his whole, and it just kind of.
Yeah, his studio's crazy nice.
With your own sports talk, like.
But it's like one of those things. It's like when you're invited, when you're a guest. It's like you answer what they ask.
Yeah.
So,
And that's his style too. It's just a conversation.
And the reaction to it, people either are, which I'm sure is not too dissimilar for a lot, either like that was the worst or that's the best of all time. Very few in the middle be like that was okay. Most people like loved it or hated it. So
yeah. Dave, wait. So Georgia. All right. So you have the future on Georgia. What was I going to ask? Fuck. I can't remember. Fuck. I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember.
all right.
I want to say Frank the Tank. You guys should have seen him yesterday.
Oh, what, he was getting like a lap dance and shit?
No. Oh, that was a crazy video. Oh, I had two videos I wanted to bring up. That one was incredible. Jerry, I don't know where they were. They were at like some birthday party. Did you
What a
see it?
team.
Did
Yeah,
you see
I
it?
saw it. Yeah.
And then so when the Dolphins made the playoffs.
By the way, was that during the Dolphins game?
No, that was Saturday night.
Okay.
When the Dolphins made the playoffs, silence.
Nothing.
Nothing. Of course.
He had been planning all day to rant, and he had nothing to say for the rest of the day.
They're gonna. Is there any chance Tua plays?
Possibly.
If he doesn't play, they're gonna lose by 100.
Yeah. Oh, did you see the Ben Mintz fast feet video, Dave?
A little bit.
So, what are the daily? Can you publish the daily reports? Because
I haven't started. I got to get them. I got to get that.
Because that video is probably going to be
this for everybody. Everybody's getting daily reported now, or like certain people.
The away people, the people we have no recollection of what they're doing.
Even if you haven't had any problem with that.
No. I don't know if it's fair that Ben Mintz doing a 180 and being a coward should be responsible for everybody's.
That's what I'm saying.
Misfortune.
If I was working outside the office and now all of a sudden I'm getting audited every week because this guy didn't get in a fight.
That's an understatement. He ran away. He was the only one in the company.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see these audits. Like, I think that fast feet video is going to be the anchor of his month's work. That's going to be the first line item. Like, did you see me in the park doing fast feet? Like, that's.
I don't know what he does. What's he going to do when football season's over? Go to college basketball?
College
Just wait for baseball? It hasn't started yet. Hasn't started. Well, he at least goes to games. I don't know that counts as anything.
Baseball start.
I don't think it
soon.
Can't be soon. Does it?
It has to be soon in the
Isn't it
South.
like
Like
early March or some shit. Like
it's going to be a season to remember. There's no. I mean, this sport will never. This will be the moment that we're
and
like.
remember what's going to happen? So you look at the audit sheet and then what?
I haven't gotten that far. I don't know. It's like a teacher.
So like let's just say like you look at the sheet and it's like week 1, like 0 things.
No, fast feet in the park.
One thing.
We did re-sign him, which is one of those Erica like, hey, like.
That was part of what. That was part
do
of.
You want to
what,
re-sign him? It's just like sure, whatever. And then the timing of it.
That was a big gripe in Bosco's, quill of feathers, where he was like, "You re-signed him 3 years."
You got a 3-year deal?
Well, he told the whole world, Kevin. You must not be in like out here enough. When he resigned, no, it wasn't on Twitter. He walked around the office telling everyone.
Oh,
yeah. Oh no, he was letting the world know the 3 years. Just walking up to people, being like, "Hey, how's it going?" And be like, "Good, Mincy." Be like, "Yeah, you hear about my 3-year deal?"
Mincy. All right, that's it.
All right. Good luck tonight, Dave.
Thank you.
Later.